working together in Chicago parks, fostering partnerships and alliances. Welcome to Chicago at Play.
Loiza is the name of one of the towns in the island of Puerto Rico. It has a heavy population of Puerto Ricans who have come from, who are from African origin. They've been there for hundreds of years. They have their own customs and traditions that they practice. There's two parts to these Vejigante Loiza in Chicago exhibition. There's the part of the masks and there's the part of the costumes. If you put them together, it's called the Vejigante. And the Vejigante is used in Puerto Rico, in the town of Loiza, to actually become part of an annual celebration.
It's a really unique and indigenous form of costume and mask that these Vejigantes wear and use. And so the Loiza in Chicago exhibit brings not only those artifacts that have been recently created, but this whole tradition and the story to Chicago.
The exhibit is open, free to the public at Douglas Park, where you can learn more about this fascinating tradition.
The tradition of Vejigante is really something that's dated back to over 500 years in Spain. And so when the Spanish brought slaves to Puerto Rico, African slaves, this particular town called Loiza sort of adopted these costumes and made them as part of their own tradition.
They're going to see a number of mannequins dressed in costumes with masks from the Loiza tradition. These costumes and masks are very colorful. My understanding of the Vejigantes is that they're rascals who are trying to scare and stir up trouble, and so there's both a fun element to them but a little sinister piece of it too.
The performance that we are about to experience with this exhibition is done by Africaribe, one of our other nonprofit cultural arts partner in the city of Chicago. Excellent group, which will demonstrate the music that is celebrated along with this tradition of Vejigante in Loiza.
We want to encourage this kind of cross-cultural dialogue. We want to encourage people all over the city to explore and investigate neighborhoods and park locations that they haven't been familiar with previously.
The Puerto Rican Arts Alliance will continue the Loiza exhibit at Douglas Park through early June, and then it will move to the South Shore Cultural Center.
There are also some classes associated with the exhibition. There's a master class for dance instructors at Douglas Park and for families at South Shore Cultural Center that involve direct dancing and drumming, sort of related to this tradition.
We enjoy bringing a diverse cultural experience to a broad, diverse audience that the Chicago Park District has. Arts are important for this city of ours, the city of Chicago, because it is through arts that many people begin to understand each other's cultures and identity.
It is not always the case that we understand that cultures mix and that something that we think about as being strictly Puerto Rican has a lot of African influence. And so I think for folks from all cultural traditions, the evidence of this kind of combination that results in really exciting cultural practices and artifacts is always worth exploring.